Hello everyone, welcome to Mind Matters. Today we're going to talk about 25 self-care ideas to improve your mental health and well-being. Select one or two that resonate with you and start incorporating them into your routine. Self-care is about listening to our bodies, recognizing our needs, and giving ourselves permission to rest and recharge. Let me know in the comments below one of your favorite ways to practice self-care or what self-care means to you. You know that feeling when you walk into a room and forget why you went in there? It's like our brain is so busy, it's hard to hear anything else. We're so used to pushing through stress and fatigue that we forget to simply tune in and ask ourselves what we need. Maybe it's as simple as standing up, stretching, taking a few deep breaths, or making a phone call to a friend. Just take a moment to pause and listen to what your body is telling you. We're usually much better at showing compassion to others than to ourselves. Self-compassion is about treating ourselves with the same gentleness and understanding we offer to friends. Place your hand on your heart, take a deep breath, and remind yourself that it's okay to feel how you feel. I'm talking about the radical act of nourishing your body with food that makes you feel good. Think about a meal that would make you feel really good right now. Take the time to prepare it with intention and savor the flavors. Appreciate the nourishment it provides and honor your body. Now let's talk about those treats we love. Denying ourselves completely often backfires, creating a sense of deprivation. Give yourself permission to enjoy that piece of chocolate, scoop of ice cream, or glass of wine without the guilt. Savor it, enjoy it, and move on. It's all about balance. Remember that feeling of being so engrossed in a book or movie that you completely lose track of time? That's the kind of focus we want to bring to our meals. Instead of shoveling food into our mouths while scrolling through our phones, let's try something different. Put down the distractions, sit down at the table, and actually taste your food. Chew slowly, breathe deeply, and really savor each bite. The way we start our day sets the tone for everything that follows. If we're rushing around, feeling stressed and frazzled, that energy tends to linger. Create a morning ritual that nourishes your soul, like enjoying a cup of coffee in silence or meditating. Let it be a time to connect with yourself and set your intentions for the day. The scale can be a source of unnecessary stress and self-criticism. What if we focused on how we feel instead? Our energy levels, sleep quality, digestion, and mood. These are much more accurate indicators of our overall well-being than a number on a scale. So, ditch the scale and start tuning in to your body's wisdom. Sometimes the simplest solution is often overlooked: water. Our bodies are mostly water, and when we're dehydrated, it affects everything. Make a conscious effort to drink more water throughout the day. Keep a reusable water bottle with you and aim for 8 glasses a day. There's something incredibly healing and restorative about spending time in nature. The fresh air, the sounds of birds singing, the feeling of the sun on our skin. It's like hitting the reset button on our nervous systems. Even if it's just for 15 minutes, make time for a walk in the park or sit under a tree. Nature is always waiting to welcome us back. I'm not talking about punishing workouts or striving for some unattainable body ideal. I'm talking about moving your body in a way that feels good. Maybe it's dancing in your living room, going for a hike, taking a yoga class, or simply stretching. Find something you enjoy and make it a regular part of your routine. Deep breathing is one of the simplest yet most powerful tools for calming our nervous system and reducing stress. Take a moment to close your eyes, place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly, and take a long, slow inhale through your nose. Hold it for a few seconds and then exhale slowly through your mouth. Repeat this several times, focusing on the sensation of your breath. Just like our morning routine, our bedtime routine sets the stage for a restful night's sleep. Instead of collapsing into bed after scrolling through our phones, let's create a more intentional and calming ritual. Maybe it's taking a warm bath, reading a book, or dimming the lights. Whatever helps you unwind and signal to your body that it's time to rest, make it a non-negotiable part of your evening. We schedule meetings, appointments, and errands, but what about scheduling time for ourselves? Think about what truly lights you up and makes you feel most alive and joyful. Make it a priority and schedule it into your week. Block out time in your calendar and honor that commitment to yourself. Life gets busy, and it's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind. Take some time to reflect on your values and what really matters to you. Once you have a clearer understanding of your values, you can start making choices that are more aligned with them. It's easy to focus on what's wrong, what's missing, what's not going our way. But gratitude invites us to shift our perspective and see the good. Start a gratitude journal, and each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. The more we focus on gratitude, the more we train our brains to see the good. Clutter, whether physical or mental, can be a major source of stress and overwhelm. Choose one small area in your home to declutter and organize. The act of tidying up our physical space can also have a calming effect on our minds. Self-care doesn't have to be expensive or time-consuming. It's often the little things, the small acts of kindness we show ourselves, that make the biggest difference. Give yourself permission to indulge in these little luxuries. We are wired for connection. Relationships are essential for our well-being. They nourish our souls and remind us that we're not alone. Reach out to a loved one just to say hello or check in. A simple text message, phone call, or handwritten letter can go a long way in nurturing those connections. Social media can be a great way to stay connected, but it can also be a source of comparison, negativity, and overwhelm. Take a step back and evaluate the accounts you follow. Are they inspiring you, uplifting you, and adding value to your life? If not, unfollow or mute them. Remember, you have the power to curate your own online experience. In a world that's constantly demanding our attention, it's easy to feel disconnected from ourselves and the present moment. Make a conscious effort to disconnect from your devices regularly. Use that time to reconnect with yourself, your loved ones, and the world around you. We all have those voices in our heads that tell us we're not good enough. These limiting beliefs can hold us back from living our lives to the fullest. Start by becoming aware of these negative thoughts. Write them down, challenge their validity, and reframe them into more positive and empowering affirmations. Stress is a normal part of life, but when it becomes chronic, it can take a toll on our health. Identify the main sources of stress in your life and brainstorm strategies for reducing or eliminating them. Remember, you have the power to create a life that feels less stressful and more joyful. Boundaries are essential for protecting our time, energy, and well-being. They're about setting limits and saying no to things that don't align with our values. Learn to say no with grace and without guilt. Every time you say no to something that doesn't serve you, you're saying yes to something that does. We all have an inner voice, a deep knowing that guides us towards what's right for us. But often we doubt that voice and silence it with logic and overthinking. Start paying attention to those subtle nudges, those gut feelings. The more we listen to our intuition, the more aligned and fulfilling our lives become. Self-care is a journey, not a destination. It's about finding what works for you and showing up for yourself, even when it's hard. Now I want to hear from you. What are your favorite ways to practice self-care? Share your tips in the comments below. Let's create a community of support and inspiration. Until next time, thanks for watching Mind Matters. Remember, taking care of yourself is not selfish, it's essential. By incorporating even small acts of self-care into your daily routine, you can make a big difference in your overall well-being. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more content to help you live a more courageous and fulfilling life.